When we talk about cross-elasticity of demand, we talk about substitute goods. I'm going to look at two airlines, EasyJet and British Airways. They're not very close rivals because British Airways is a premium carrier and EasyJet is a low carrier. Probably if I put down over here Ryanair, then they could have been very close competitors. So first of all, what is substitute goods? Substitute goods are those goods that will be demanded more if the price of other goods increases, and vice versa. And I could literally put ceteris paribus here as well. Okay. I am going to bring the equation from cross elasticity of demand.
Change in quantity.
And what I've done over here is I have given you a tabular example. So for British Airways, the price was £80, and from £80 they have increased it to £100. So how much is that in terms of just price? It's gone up by £20?
Yeah.
And how much is it in terms of percentage? What is £20 as a percentage of 80?
A quarter.
A quarter, yeah. And what is a quarter as a percentage?
25%.
Well done, 25%. Okay. And EasyJet, what has happened to the quantity? It's gone up. Number of seats has gone up.
Yeah.
By how much?
By 200.
200. And what would that be as a percentage of 1,000?
1/5.
Sorry? 1/5, yeah?
Yeah,
or as a percentage?
0.2.
Yeah, or 20%?
Yeah.
0.2 is a decimal,
Yeah,
and they're
20%.
all transitional, aren't they?
Yes.
But another thing to remember is the price is increasing. So that's a plus 25% and a plus 20. The quantity for EasyJet seats have gone up, so that's a plus 200
And a plus 20%.
and a plus 20%. If we put this in the formula, percentage increase in quantity demanded of good A, which is EasyJet, has gone up by 20%. Yeah. Plus 20%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the percentage change in the price was also plus 25%. What is the XED equal to? $20 divided by 25%, how much would that be? Plus 0.80?
Yeah. 0.80.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The XED is plus 0.80. The most important thing to remember over here is the symbol plus. What it means is all substitutes, let me put down over here, have a positive XED.
Cross elasticity of demand.
Yes, and they put that down many a times in MCQs, in your multiple choice questions. I need to change these logos, they're in the wrong place because we've been talking about British Airways increasing their price and EasyJet in terms of their seats increasing, right? We can show this in terms of diagrams, okay? Diagrammatic representation. Supply curve for British Airways has shifted left. So what do you think could be the reason for the supply curve for British Airways to shift left?
Lack of seats.
But that doesn't mean that supply will shift left. Then supply will become vertical. Lack of seats.
Cost is expensive.
Yeah, it's become expensive. Lately, there's been multiple strikes in British Airways. And what that means is they might have to hire more temporary workers, increasing their cost.
It can be like income effect.
What are you talking about? Income effect is for demand. That would move demand outside. We're talking about supply, so it's more about cost factors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? So,
social cost.
yeah. The price has gone up from 80 to 100. Yeah. And the number of seats have reduced from Q1 to
Q2.
On the other hand, people have moved from British Airways to EasyJet, increasing their demand.
Substitution effect.
Yep. They've moved from, the demand curve has moved from
D1 to D2.
Okay. And they're having more demand for their seats at 1200. That's it's moved over here. At B2. So people have switched from British Airways to EasyJet. Why? Because British Airways has increased their price. Very important to remember, substitutes have a positive
elasticity, cross elasticity of demand.
Okay, and then how it's calculated, we're looking at percentage change in quantity demanded for EasyJet over percentage change in price of British Airways. Thank you.